Okay, our next presentation will be my good friend, Professor Chen. He had leading one of the environmental NGO very successfully. So I want him to speak how his international experience in transport Taiwan's environmental protection experiences. Floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear friend, President, and also Chair Professor. I'm a retired professor, also a retired president. Initially, when my friend Ambassador Wu asked me to come to this seminar, he told me, give our leisure time. Okay, that's my job. So enjoy some pictures, not this one. Okay, I'm talking about some white birds and also what we can do from white birds to help other people and also to help our land, our nature. Taiwan is located in a very, very marvelous place. Every year, thousands, millions of birds cross our islands from north to south, from south to north. If you can see it, just raise your hand, you can see it. But if you go to some special spots, you can see so many marvelous things like this. And if you can really enjoy to watch birds, you can see some very beautiful picture like this one. That's very common aggregate in breeding season. That's a very, very special feather for attractive their partners. Through this kind of beauty, the natural beauty, we can invite people and raise the people to know what is the most important things. Even our president is quite enjoying, and all our people are enjoying to watch nature. So we got an award. And last year, it was our 30 years old birthday. And we went to everywhere to invite people to join nature, beauty, and enjoy what is our beautiful world. Let's go to France, La Rochelle, to attend a meeting. That's my label. And that's in Bangkok, and we are going to have a meeting that's a bird fair. Our federation is a founding member of Asia Bird Fair. So every year we travel around Asia city to have such kind of a meeting and to let all the local people join us. And in UK, we have a training for seabird conservation groups. I think Professor and President Tian, he was in London. He went to South Kensington Palace, invited by Prince Philip. Because of the contribution of our federation to do the international seabird conservation program. That's in 2002, we have the very first seabird seminar. Ichida-san from Japan, and some people, Dion and Leo from South Africa, to have this introductory and very pioneer seminar in Taipei. Not everything is so smooth. In Taiwan, we have some very, very rare bird. This is black-faced spoonbill, 黑面琵鹭. Around the world, the total population it was less than 200. But we did a lot of effort to increase the bird. Not everything going smoothly. Around those very important overwinter habitat, we had so many crucial economical projects like steel factory industry park, like international airport proposal. But very lucky, our people and our government are very wise enough. Instead of those developing proposal, we have had the Taijia National Park. So we preserve those areas and make those beautiful animals very progress in Taiwan. We can find in 20 years, the population has been not only double, but only tenfold. Not only double, but also tenfold. And we not only to increase the wildlife, but also to empower the people, to let them know how to produce some food for the people. 沙巴鱼, the milk fish, we can help the people to, like the aqua farmer, to have the milk fish. Even we got the very, very special label. This one is eco-friendly and also got an award from BirdLife International in 2013. I would say, for NGO, it's not only NGO, but also we have all the people join us. The people is not only from local people, but also from educated people, like professors, like lawyers, like doctors. They joined this program, and we developed some very interesting program introduced from Western countries, like BirdLife International in UK, in Cambridge. We developed important bird areas since 1996. That's a scientific coincidence. We can find those areas almost over 90% overlap with our nature reserves and protected area. Not only this, but also our national parks. So totally in Taiwan, we have more than 20% our land has been protected. For seabirds, in last half century, we know there are over 20%, only 20% the population has been survived. More than 80% of them been extincted already. It's a very, very dangerous situation now. And most of the reason is caused by human economic activities, like gillnet fishery, like long line fishery, like trawler fishery, and also the pollution. What we can do? We are using some education. That's the seabird hate specimen from Deep Harbour Museum, New Zealand. They give me as a teaching material to educate our fishery observer program, to educate them, to let them know, because in Taiwan it is very rare birds. But It is very important around the world. And I would say, more than 50% of longline fisheries, they are from Taiwan. They are from Taiwan. Perhaps you know that. Yeah. And what we can do is, we introduced some international seabird program from BirdLife International. We have Mandarin season, we have Korean and Japanese. That will cover about 90% of fishery, boats and industry. And we will let them know the seabirds are very, very crucial now. What we can do is using just several very simple way. Very simple way. So just last month in Kaohsiung, we had another workshop. That's a bird scaring line workshop in Kaohsiung. And also we went to different places to attend the agreement on the conservation of albatross and petrels, the two kind of most crucial species of seabirds, to protect those birds. For those birds, they're very, very graceful and beautiful. And that is a kind of a long life bird. I will tell you some story during our lunchtime. Okay, not only international, but also mainland China, we are doing some very aggressive work to help them to know this kind of bird. They call it Chinese crested tern. Chinese crested tern. Around the world, the total population is less than 50. So we have to protect them. Cross the strait, cross the boundary. I would say this kind of project is quite successful. Around Zhejiang, Fujian, and Mazu, in those areas, we have kind of strategy working by real NGO together. To the public aware, during the breeding season, we always can see some wild birds, drop from nest to the street. How do we protect them? There is a flow chart developed by BirdLife International. We let the people know what we can do. And also, the present president of Chinese Wildlife Federation he's a medical doctor, not very far from here, working in National Taiwan University. Dr. Fang presented a talk in Kaohsiung workshop. We're not always yes men to our president. Some of the time we don't agree. For example, this windmill, when the season coming, it turned to red because it cut so many birds. It's very cruel and very dangerous. So, about 30 years ago, myself, at that time, I presented the information to Thai Power Company. That is a very special area. You cannot have this kind of problematic windmill. And last year, our president just announced our government should review their energy policy because we don't agree. Our NGO don't agree government because we are non-government organization. In Taiwan, I would say our people, we are willing to use our experience and knowledge to share with all our friends around the world. We're using the birds, especially the flagship birds, to let the people know what we can do in developing country, in developed area, how to develop our conservation work together. Thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, reason for me to invite Professor Chen is not just to tell you that Taiwan NGOs are not only possess strengths on science, technology, agriculture, or public health, but also on advocating issues. I want to give you one example that there are more than 200 advocating NGOs such as human rights or the protection of girl child. Give you one example. One of the famous Taiwan NGOs is the Garden of Hope Foundation. They started to create the world, started to create the Girl Child Day in 2002. And 10 years later, United Nations started to have that Girl Child Day. In other words, Taiwan's advocating NGOs are leading, especially Asian countries, in terms of protection of human rights or other advocating related issues. So I ask